She had everything to live for that was snatched from her in the most cruel and horrific way.
Police investigating the disappearance of 25-year-old mum of three, Rania in Manchester, have arrested her estranged husband, Ahmed Al-Khatib, for possession of a Class B drug. But a search of his home has found something even more concerning. A young woman's clothes, including jeans and a headscarf, have been discovered in a bin.
Officers also found a wig, and this seemed very odd.
The clothing clearly didn't suit any of the occupants of the house and certainly wouldn't have fitted any of the occupants in the house, in which case their suspicions were aroused even further.
The discarded clothing matches what Rania was last seen wearing on CCTV on the 7th of June, the day she disappeared. Detectives start questioning Ahmed about his wife's disappearance.
Ahmed, the husband, had given us a story about not seeing Rania, but when he was challenged about clothing and wig, he went no comment. Major incident team becoming involved because there was real concern that some harm had come to Rania.
Police now have serious concerns for Rania's welfare. They decide to revisit the CCTV footage of her on the day she disappeared, leaving her brother-in-law's flat alone.
Having watched the CCTV, that person walks from the front of the building, from the side of the building, down to and into the back door. Always hiding the face. The gait was not Rania's gait in any way, shape or form. The figure was not Rania's figure. And it soon became apparent that that was not Rania, but somebody purporting to be Rania. That was Ahmed in that clothing.
Further inquiries reveal something even more sinister.
There was then a decision taken that everything wasn't adding up at all by any stretch of the imagination. And therefore there was grounds to believe that, one, that Rania was dead, and two, that Ahmed was responsible for her death. And at that stage he was then arrested on suspicion of murder. He then gave some ridiculous reply like, "Why have you found her?" Which was a very telling reply. That we were right at the very beginning of what then turned out to be a murder inquiry.
But what we didn't have was a body. Normally in a murder investigation, there is a body, but in this case we didn't. So we desperately needed to find Rania.
Without Rania's body, it would be an uphill struggle to prove a murder charge against her estranged husband.
At this point, police started appealing for people to come forward regarding a disappearance.
A press appeal was made to see if anybody knew or anybody had seen Rania, to contact the police in relation to that.
The appeal draws the attention of Ahmed's family and, in particular, his elder brother Mohammed.
His partner says, "There's been an appeal about Rania, you need to find out what's going on." Mohammed then turns round to his partner and said, "Rania's not alive, Rania's dead." His partner advised him to contact the police and tell them straight away about what had happened. And in fact, Mohammed did contact the police that evening.
Police raced to Mohammed's flat in Arthur Millward Court, Salford.
He is arrested in relation to the disposal of Rania's body, and he is brought into the police station where he is interviewed at length over the next 3 days.